Coming up on Mountain News this morning, law enforcement in Myrtle Beach rescued an 18-year-old man, but they say a 21-year-old is still missing. And wild horses have been an issue in a Pike County community for more than a decade. Now some folks are asking for action.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning and a happy 4th of July to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you at 5:32 on this Friday morning, and it's time to check on in with meteorologist Eric Dean on your 4th of July. Eric, are you excited for, what do people do on the 4th? They barbecue?
Barbecue, they
pool?
swim. You know, in my case, I'm going to be sitting outside on my porch waving at people this afternoon. In all seriousness, whatever you're doing today, temperatures upper 80s, low 90s, stay hydrated, wear sunscreen. We cannot stress that enough. Wear sunscreen. Wayne County, Kentucky, good morning to you. You're at 64 degrees, humidity, we're sitting at 100%. We have a southeasterly wind at 5 miles per hour. Other temperatures throughout eastern Kentucky, 50s and 60s, upper 50s near Clintwood, otherwise Monticello. You were in the 70s last hour, dropped down to 69 degrees, 63 in Hazard, 69 Jackson. Boonville, good morning to you, 64. Same story in Manchester. Live pinpoint Doppler radar. All is quiet throughout eastern Kentucky, and this is going to get a break for the weekend. We get on the back end of a high pressure system. It will allow those temperatures to go up with temperatures in the upper 80s and low 90s. If you have plans to play some golf today, there's the golf forecast. Great across the board. Definitely get out and enjoy today. I have your complete first alert forecast coming up in a few minutes, but right now it is 5:33. We'll toss it back to Amelia.
A 3-year-old is dead after drowning in Martin County. It happened in the South Wolf Creek community Thursday. Sheriff deputies tell WYMT that the child had gained access to a swimming pool. They say life-saving measures were attempted by family members and EMS. They also say the medical staff at Highlands ARH worked tirelessly to resuscitate the child, but those efforts were unsuccessful. Rescue crews in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina are looking for a missing swimmer. Crews say they were called to the beach off South Ocean Boulevard for 2 swimmers in distress at around 8:30 Thursday night. Police and firefighters rescued an 18-year-old man, but they say a 21-year-old is still missing. The Coast Guard was called to help as crews lost daylight. Helicopters were also brought in to assist with that search. Crews in Alaska are looking for a University of Kentucky employee who went missing while on vacation. Police are looking for 62-year-old Maritis Buonfi. She was reported missing Tuesday after she didn't return to her cruise ship in Juneau. She texted her family Tuesday morning that she was planning to take a team up a mountain to hike. The UK website lists her as a doctor in the UK healthcare system. Well, the 4th of July is a somber anniversary for one West Virginia family. A drunk driver crashed into Braxton Mcome's car 1 year ago, resulting in the death of the 17-year-old. He was a student at Cable Midland, and he was on his way home when that crash happened. Yesterday, a billboard went up reminding folks about the dangers of drunk driving. The sign has a picture of Braxton and the message, this 4th of July season, please don't drink and drive. In loving memory, Braxton Mcome's.
We know it is a holiday weekend. Everybody wants to party, have fun, but just be mindful of others that are on the road as well.
She says if one person sees the sign and decides not to drink and drive because of it, it'll be a testament to Braxton's legacy. A Laurel County man was arrested after leading police on a chase. The incident started when police conducted a checkpoint on Highway 472 Thursday night. Deputies say Scott David Fowler left the scene. They say following a brief chase, he crashed his motorcycle. After he was taken into custody in Clay County, police say they found suspected meth, hydrocodone, and a large amount of money. He was taken to the Clay County Detention Center. A Martin County woman faces burglary and assault charges after police say she got into a fight and reportedly hit the victim with a pan. 35-year-old Kayla Jude of Inez is charged with 2nd-degree burglary and 4th-degree assault. Deputies with the Martin County Sheriff's Office told us that Jude and the victim both received minor injuries. She was taken to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. An Alabama man is in jail after police in Laurel County say they found drugs in his possession. Police say they pulled over Tyler Jacob Guthrie on the Hal Rogers Parkway Monday. When they approached, police say they found suspected meth as well as a glass smoking pipe. Guthrie was charged with possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia. He was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. The East Perry Sportsplex and Park has been talked about for years. I spoke with city and county officials about possible funding that could move this project forward. The Perry County Fiscal Court applied for grants worth a total of $2 million for its East Perry Sports Park.
And we're seeking $30 million in funding to build the whole park, so that's just a piece of the puzzle.
This space behind me could soon be the site for the East Perry Park, with plans already in place to turn this land into a sports center for Eastern Kentucky.
This park will have a lot. It'll have the baseball fields where you can do t-ball. Up to a couple of these fields will be college-sized fields, so we can host multiple events there. As well, we're going to do the soccer, we're going to do the football, we'll have tennis, we'll have pickleball. So it's going to be a great park.
Perry County Judge Executive Scott Alexander tells me this new park will help bring more folks to the region and improve the economy.
A lot more focus into the quality of life issues that will help our citizens, help our businesses, and help our community grow.
The restaurant tax went into effect in January in Perry County. Mayor Happy Mobilini says funding from that will go toward the building of the multi-million-dollar project.
We're also going to chase the grant dollars too, and then we want to chase individual dollars from corporations and things to try to make this as nice a facility as you find anywhere in the state.
With a goal to bring folks from throughout the Commonwealth to Eastern Kentucky. Alexander says Mobilini say they're excited to see the continued growth of Hazard and Perry County with the East Perry Park and Sports Complex, plus the new stores previously announced that are coming to the Black Gold Plaza. Wild horses, they've been an issue in a Pike County community for more than a decade, and now one group is asking for action. The horses in Phelps have been causing crashes, property damage, and even more for years. The animal advocates say the real damage is happening to the horses. Tracy Farrell says they've been mistreated, hit by vehicles, starved, and shot over the years, and she wants to see something happen to help them, with several rescues offering to help, but a lot of red tape in the way.
It's time for this county to step up and think about these horses, you know, for once. This has been a problem for years, you know. It's time to put a stop to it.
County Judge Executive Ray Jones says because of the state law, there's not much the county can do for now. To see more about his reasoning, you can find the story on our website, WYMT.com. Yesterday, Hazard ARH took their show on the road. The ARH Wellness Roadshow made a stop at IGA. Its mobile clinic and community partners set up information booths and gave out merch and health care supplies. Community Development Manager Nicole Smith says this is just one of many stops this summer, offering free resources to rural communities.
We so far have offered sports physicals, school physicals, pediatric dental screenings, stroke risk assessments, A1Cs, and skin cancer screening.
Smith says their next stop will be on July 16th from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock at Big Creek ARH Clinic. To find the list of the future stops, you can find the story on WYMT.com. Well, if you own an electric vehicle, there's a new public charging option in Hazard. The Apple Mart at 1079 Morton Boulevard now has 2 EV charging stations. These are just 2 of 47 fast charging stations in Kentucky. The stations are capable of charging 4 vehicles at 150 kilowatts each and is part of the Electric Era network.
These are accessible, convenient, and affordable stations that will provide a network to offer drivers the ability to charge their, car, along different routes in Kentucky.
Blair says the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet does not own these stations. Well, Kentucky's Attorney General is suing some of the state's largest landlords and a property management software provider. The lawsuit accuses Texas-based company RealPage Inc. of collecting non-public data from competing landlords to generate price recommendations for clients like new leases and renewal offers. The lawsuit says the data recommends the highest possible price a landlord could offer rent. AG Russell Coleman says this violates federal antitrust laws. Well, a congressman who represents Southwest Virginia was appointed to serve as chairman of the U.S. House Committee on Energy and Commerce. Morgan Griffith was chosen for the position early yesterday. In a statement, Griffith says he's excited to take on the role and that he's committed to advancing Kentucky Congressman Brett Guthrie's priorities. Guthrie is the chairman of the committee. Kentucky State Police are collecting suitcases and duffel bags. Bags of Hope is an initiative started by the women of KSP. It focuses on giving women who've escaped domestic violence practical bags to carry their belongings. Trooper Matt Gayhart says these items will help spread hope.
Oftentimes we see that these individuals are left with nothing but a trash bag to carry their belongings in. And this initiative is aimed toward giving them a little piece of dignity back.
Gayhart says the program will be active until Friday, July 18th. Those donations can be dropped off at any KSP post. Deputies in Mingo County, West Virginia have boosted their signal throughout the county. The Mingo County Sheriff's Department will place Starlink minis on top of every sheriff's deputy cruiser to provide cell service in rural and remote areas of the county. Chief Field Deputy Alan Mount saying it's helping them stay connected no matter where they go. The Starlink minis connects to satellites in space to bring coverage to rural parts of the county.
75% of the county, you're not going to get cell service. With the Starlink, as long as you've got a clear view of the sky, you're going to have service. It really helped, with communication through dispatch. Actually, the callers to dispatch, because we instantly get updates as we're going to a call. We actually had a stolen car this morning. It was already on there when guys came on duty, so they already knew what to be looking for and what area that it was stolen from.
The project was funded by the Mingo County Commission. On top of Starlink, they also got a computer-aided dispatch system to help with response times. It's 5:40.